Okay, today we're going to talk about adding type, and some of the I use font, well, available on any computer, and another font found online on Google with free to use font. So here's the layout that I'm going to be working with. Basically just a rough version though, obviously. So first I will set the font for the articles. I wanted to have a really clean, modern look. I don't really mind so much about if it looks relatable. I just kind of want a clean look. So choosing a font like Verdana for these articles seems like a pretty good idea to me, but probably want to adjust the font a little bit. Right now it's only 14 point spacing with 12 point font, and that's not even up to the guideline of like you're supposed to use at least 150% or so, but Verdana has a pretty high X height, and I think it looks better with a little bit more spacing, a little more clean too, to add more space in there. So I just took it up to about 18 spacing with the 12-point font. The thing is, I would want to look at it a little bit more on an actual layout, like an actual screen size, but I haven't yet because, well, I'm assuming that full screen that would look really good on a web page. That'd be a good size. But right, I might want to make it a little smaller or bigger when I see it adjusted. Right now I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to go change the rest of my stuff. So kind of scrolls really awkwardly whenever I've got the screen recorder running. I'm sorry. So we set all these to Verdana with a bit more of spacing. These smaller articles might look better with less spacing, but again, I would be adjusting this more as I worked with it. So right now I'll just set it there and see what it looks like in the end if I want to adjust it more. So another font I got that I think might look good for headings is something that I should probably look for on the actual over here so that I'll be able to find it more easily. Let's see. Looked like it was Cagliostro. I'm not sure if that's actually installed itself to my computer yet. Sometimes you have to restart the programs for it to show up, but this time it looks like it's fine. So this kind of fits in. It can't be totally completely mechanical looking, I don't think, these fonts, because I chose to have all these cool little triangle looking things. So I think it looks good for it to have a little bit of personality, even though it's still kind of a sans serif font. I think it fits well with the theme. Now for the logo, I would probably be using a different font altogether. And of course I'd want to be aligning these. Oops, oh my goodness, that. We'll wait for that so I can add the font into the tabs actually. So these are going to be my tabs. Oops, I'll probably have less than this many tabs in the end because this is probably not going to be a website that needs quite this. But as it is, we'll just leave it as it is. And maybe have them a little bigger font. Now, the thing is with web fonts, a lot of times there's only one option for the style. So there's no bold or italic font to choose from here. I'll see what small caps looks like because I'm only going to be using 2 font types here, and so we'll just duplicate this over into the other tabs to be basically lined up, but since the entire page isn't really lined up that perfectly, I'll worry about more alignment later after I'm done setting my type. Now, I might change my mind about what font actually looks best once I've got the actual words inside the boxes, because it will look a lot different once it's not just the word topic repeated over and over again. It might look better to have it aligned more up at the top or something, but as it is, this is fine. Looks great to me. Maybe change the values a little bit. Maybe have this be a light color, since all of these things are varying shades of darker colors. It would maybe look good to have the font be a bit of a lighter color on the inside to sort of contrast. Okay, as you can see, actually working with Illustrator while you're running a screen recording program isn't always the best idea, because it kind of slows your computer down a bit, at least with mine. But you probably have the idea of what's going on right now. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So later on, I'd add in a logo of the actual web page's name. And personally, I would probably want this logo font to have a little bit more personality and size, because I would want it to be drawing attention in the middle if this is going to be graphics. But for now, we'll just put it up to like a little bit bigger of a size and set it so that it's not small caps. And we'll call that good. And I like the full contrast of black and white because that's the title of my page. And there. So apparently this should actually be a little bit higher to be centered. And I kind of like how that looks, I think. We'll see what it looks like later when more actual elements and colors are added in and it's not just like this. I might want to make some adjustments, but as it is, I think that's a good basic start.